It's time to finally talk about it. It's time to finally talk about it. Does the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and really the Z Fold series in general need an S Pen? And you know what? I don't think it does. And deep down, I think you know it too. Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video, back here to talk about an interesting topic nonetheless, and that is about the S Pen. Has it become too gimmicky? And maybe that's the wrong way to put it, but that's probably the best way to phrase it. Has the S Pen overstayed its welcome? And is that the most evident with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Z Fold series in general? The reason why I've been thinking about this question, thinking about this product, the S Pen, is because it serves its purpose in the Ultra and the former Note series. But as Samsung has expanded it to other products like the tablet, where we definitely see its necessity, where it even has some level of use case, I think, with the Galaxy books, I think. The one product line that the S Pen has started to make less and less sense with is the Galaxy Z Fold series. Thankfully, it's not here with the Flip series, but when it was introduced with the Fold, it was almost expected, and I think it's because from the price point perspective, the ability to unfold the device and rock the device as is like this, you of course would assume that, oh, of course, the S Pen, bigger real estate, screen real estate, another opportunity to get thoughts written down on. And then Samsung made the interesting decision to not allow the S Pen to work on the cover screen, the most easiest place for the S Pen or the S Pen's use case, which is the cover screen. And limiting it to the main screen unfolded definitely limited the ability to use the S Pen and its overall functionality and use, its purpose for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. And I have a couple, maybe around 3 reasons why I don't think we need it for the Fold series. So before we get into that video, or to this video, I should say, again, shout out to you guys. None of this would be possible without you guys' major support. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We're at 7,500. We just crossed 7,500. Shout out to the new people that are here that have joined the community that uses the comment section to express their opinions and engage in good conversation on the videos. Those of you who like the videos and continue to help others subscribe to the channel. And for you who are returning watchers and viewers, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 10,000 by the end of this year, and that's about 37-ish days or so. So I'm definitely hoping that we can reach 10,000 by January 1st, 2025. That would be a great start to a new year and on to 20,000 at that point. But I want to focus on 10,000 loyal community members here on this journey of tech, talking tech, reviewing tech, checking out new tech, all of that. So again, thank you guys, and I appreciate the support. And now let's finally get into the video. And the first reason why I think we don't need the S Pen is because it requires too much for Samsung to do on their end to provide us the S Pen for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. What do I mean by that? Well, you really only get the S Pen if you buy the S Pen case. And the S Pen case, of course, would have to be an accessory that you then attach to the Z Fold 6. So unless you're one of those users that attaches the S Pen case on and you leave it on the Z Fold 6 for much of your use case, if you don't do this, you're not really going to use the S Pen like that because the S Pen is nowhere in sight, right? So for me, as you guys saw in this video, the case was not on my phone. Therefore, there's no S Pen in sight, out of sight, out of mind. So when you consider Samsung's approach to even allowing the S Pen to be used with the Z Fold 6, you can't charge it, right? So it's more of a static S Pen, more of a stylus with some capabilities when it's in close proximity to the S Pen. It's limited use when it comes to the cover screen, meaning no use for the cover screen. You can only use it when the phone's unfolded, and that's when you can finally use the button to access anything on the S Pen, and even then it takes a few clicks before that takes place. So when you consider how to obtain the S Pen for the Galaxy Z Fold 6 or the Z Fold series in general, it's not integrated. And that leads me into the second point. The non-integration factor means that you can only, again, purchase this separately. And if it's not in close proximity with the Z Fold 6, do you really need it? This is an actual decision you have to make when buying the Z Fold phones, is whether or not you really want to spend the extra, what, $70 to $100 for the S Pen case. Really just for the S Pen? Yes, you get some added protection, but you're paying that for a S Pen that you may or may not use on a regular basis, and that is, again, only limited to the main screen. My third reason, and you see these reasons are really quick and fast paced because there's not much else to say, because the S Pen really just it's really not a big deal for the Z Fold series of phones. The third point that's about to back that up is the Z Fold Special Edition. The Z Fold Special Edition does not have the digitizer or Wacom digitizer, whatever you want to call it, as part of its design for the Z Fold Special Edition, which now eliminates the use of the S Pen altogether. Why is that a big deal, you might ask? Well, for the Z Fold Special Edition, this is the 6, of course, but the Special Edition is a little bit taller and a little bit wider when unfolded. And it's also a little bit thinner. The reason why it's a little bit thinner, it's able to accomplish all of that by removing the necessities for the S Pen. And how has Samsung reaped the benefits of this? The Z Fold Edition selling out whenever it's back in stock. That lets you know right there, and that lets Samsung know as well, that the S Pen is not needed for the Z Fold series of phones. People spend with their money what they want to spend it on. And if you see a large party of people purchasing a device such as the Z Fold in any capacity, and in this case a special edition, and they have to forego the S Pen, but they prefer the changes that Samsung made everywhere else, that lets you know where their priorities lie as well. And that is not with an S Pen. They don't care about the S Pen. They care about having a functional device that they can get their productivity done on when folded and when unfolded. And the Z Fold Special Edition accomplishes that in a thinner profile with better cameras, the same battery, a similar look as the Z Fold 6, and no S Pen. And I think that that is the biggest takeaway from these new series of devices that we're going to be getting from Samsung. I think we should be ready to accept that Samsung may be moving in a different direction when it comes to the S Pen for their new, more innovative phone devices like the Z Fold and the potential new trifold. Now, the trifold may have a better use case because it's going to have a larger profile, but even so, will it need an S Pen? And I think the trifold will actually have an S Pen built into the body because there's more real estate to actually integrate it into the body. That being said, the tablet doesn't even have it built into the body. It's actually magnetically connected to the back. So it will be interesting to see Samsung's approach with the trifold. But the S Pen is not with the Flip series. The S Pen is not with the Z Fold Special Edition. And the Special Edition, in all our minds, is leaning us in the direction of what the Z Fold 7 may actually indeed look like. And based off of that, we may see the S Pen be eliminated from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. So those are my thoughts. Do you think that the S Pen is needed for almost all of Samsung's devices, or specifically with the Galaxy Z Fold 6? Or do you think that it can be rightfully eliminated from some of these products, and for Samsung to not really give it a lot of thought and give us the best product they can give us, not the best product that can try to have the S Pen everywhere? The S Pen is a staple for Samsung, no doubt, but there's also a such thing as not needing it. Allow it to have its novelty in the right places. Even when Samsung releases their rollable phone, I do not think the S Pen will be involved with the rollable phone. And I think that's a good thing. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about Samsung's direction when it comes to the S Pen, their devices, and should Samsung give a second thought to some of these accessories having to be integrated to their product lines. The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, so all free. That way it's a video, so you and I can sit back, check who's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. It's your man Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for it.